Market Monday is back. We got a lot to get into, but first, your player of the week for the offensive side of the football, Joe Mixon, 5 total TDs, 91 speed. It's the third straight week having a running back as the offensive player of the week, but there's nothing we could really do about that. He had a game of his life, a career day. So Joe Mixon got the card. Now, we potentially could see a bunch of extra LTDs this week, considering Justin Fields broke the record for the most rushing yards by a quarterback in the game, and Tom Brady eclipsed 100,000 total career passing yards. So we'll have to wait and see for those. But here are like your blurred images of your other set players this week, as well as your player of the week. You guys can give me your guesses in the comments. I don't really have anything too concrete, maybe a bear on the far left, but that's about it. Let's get into the content. Taking a look at the content schedule, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing we did not expect. Harvest Part 1 dropping this Thursday. The Nike Run Club is just a Bo Jackson thing. Bo Jackson, you got to run like 5 miles. His card got updated, so that's why you see Nike Run Club at the top of the schedule, but nothing out of the ordinary. Here is your more of a deeper outlook of the month of November. You can see the MCS. We were getting an MCS event this Wednesday. We were also getting it on the 16th. I kind of forgot to put that in there. We'll talk about what we were doing on Wednesday later in this video. And then the 24th is a huge day. Blitz is the 24th, the night of that, as well as the TVP is gone. Now, here is a more broad training market demand chart. You want to literally memorize the days of what training has, either high demand, medium demand, no demand. As you see, Monday, no demand, no LTDs are in the TVPs, whereas Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, there is a new LTD to be added into that pack, as well as Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. It's the second day of that LTD being in the TVP, so there's not as much demand as the first day. But that's just something to remember, because that's really how the market is going to sway up and down for the next 2.5 weeks while the TVP is in the game. Yeah, memorize that. Monday, no demand. New LTDs and rerolls, high demand. Second day, medium demand. And demand is the biggest thing when it comes to the market being super high or super low. And while Monday is a no demand day, it is a great day to buy because we have a 24-hour turnaround, right? Monday, no demand, no LTD and TVPs, whereas Tuesday, we could have up to 4 LTDs and TVPs, being Tom Brady and Justin Fields both broke records and could get special LTD cards on top of our 2 LTDs we are normally going to get. Now, the first thing we are buying, and it's sort of a AKA investment, but also a training investment. That is your AKAs we do every single week. Last week, we bought 88 overalls for under 42,000. They sold for 65K. Did help that the TVP did come out. This week, 89 overalls, I am buying under 70,000 coins, and I love this investment for a few reasons. I already kind of talked about it being a training investment as well as an AKA investment. Now, first up, as a training investment, if we go to the unfiltered price of an 89 overall at the current moment, it is 80K. That is already making you 3 or 2,000 coins minimum, and that is again in a market with no demand. Now, tomorrow, we are going to possibly the highest demand of the entire week. To give an example, 89 overalls on Thursday when the TVP was out, we're going for 89K. If I had to guess what they were going to go for tomorrow evening, again, Team of the Weeks don't get dropped in the packs till 1 p.m. West Coast time, 4 p.m. East Coast time, so these are not going to be that high in the morning. I would say 84, 85K is a pretty safe guess on what these 89 AKAs get to just as training investments. So that'd be making, what, 5, 6, 7K per card after tax, which is very, very good. The other thing, they're AKA investments. As typically we have the past few weeks, they go up in price because people continuously do the AKA sets because they want to power up the cards, get the discounted AP abilities. And the most important thing is there an 80 or is there a 92 overall AKA guy that is still a very good card? And the first one that comes to mind, Steve McNair. He is the best quarterback outside of John Elway. And if you want those discounted abilities, you got to do the sets. What do you need to do the sets for? Or what do you need in the sets to get the Steve McNair? It's 89 AKAs. So 2 huge reasons why these cards go up every single week. And this week it's even better because they are the cheapest training. However, the timeline for selling these cards is a little bit different this week because we have the MCS event on Wednesday. You are probably going to want to sell these guys off all Tuesday evening, because if you don't sell them Tuesday evening, we'll get into it, Wednesday is going to be a little bit of a market crash training wise, so you might have to hold your AKA guys till Thursday, Friday, Saturday to get that same price point you're going to see on Tuesday afternoon. So actually probably a better scenario this week by Monday evening. Again, well, you're buying right now. Buy right now and sell Tuesday evening, Tuesday night, AKAs, whenever. And I don't know the exact price, whatever they are at, you're going to sell at. Taking a closer look, though, at the MCS event, here's the little graphic they put up on Twitter the other day. Trevon Diggs again. This event is going to be 6:30 p.m. East Coast time, 3:30 p.m. West Coast time, Wednesday on Twitch. I don't have the exact details on how to link your account. There's tons of videos on that. But the thing we are most interested in is the MCS drop packs and MCS token, a player item from the latest MUT program, as well as additional player items. This was big. During the first MCS event this year, training took a pretty big tumble in that 2 to 3 hour block that the event was going on. Now, there's two possible latest program cards I could see being in the pack. The first being all Madden cards, and this would be a bigger drop considering the lowest overall all Madden card would be an 82 overall, so it would be a guaranteed 82 elite in every single pack, and I think you get 2 or 3 just for like this Wednesday. That would be a pretty big drop. The other one being a most feared player, that's probably a little bit more realistic, but either way, we are going to want to buy training Wednesday afternoon. I don't know the exact number or price. It's really just whatever it is Wednesday afternoon, you're going to want to buy, because again, we're going from a minimal training demand day, a medium demand day Wednesday, to Thursday, where we have new harvest rerolls as well as new LTDs, harvest LTDs in the TVP. So another day where we're going from minimal training demand to high training demand, and you're gonna be able to buy training at its cheapest probably this entire week on Wednesday during this MCS event. I'll have a video out probably Wednesday morning or Wednesday early afternoon before the event, just kind of detailing my exact plan, but it's just buy the cheapest training, right? Just go on MUTGG, go through the filters. It shouldn't be too hard to find the cheapest training. They're going to be spammed up on the auction house, whether it's most feared cards or all Madden cards. Get your cheap training, and we're going to flip that either Thursday afternoon or Thursday morning. Next up, for our big investments we make every week, is Team of the Week investing. Last week was amazing. I bought a ton of DeAndre Hopkins, and it actually was a Wednesday morning buy window for around 70,000 coins. And you see them right now for 102, 170, but I doubt that's actually selling. Once again, the liquidation process of these Team of the Week investments was doing a set. The week before was Tracy Porter. This week was Devin McCourty. Made an absolute crap ton off the Team of the Week investments last week. This week, they're going to be 90 overalls. A general price point, they're probably going to be like 115, 120. Training right now at about 10, 11. So that's like 110, 120. Probably like 125, 130, and we're going to snipe them for 120, 115. Their timeline is a little bit different as well, because since we have the MCS price crash Wednesday afternoon, we typically are like doing the sets starting Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday. This week, the Team of the investments will probably be held until Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then more than likely we're going to do the most expensive set and liquidate through that area. But we don't know the cards, we don't know the exact price point, nor do we know all the set players, so I can't give too much information. Just know like buy window for these cards. You want to buy these cards Tuesday night, not Tuesday afternoon, right? For the first few hours these cards are in packs, they are not going for that cheap. Tuesday night and Wednesday morning is going to be your buy window for these Team of the Week cards. Again, probably around the 120, 125k range, but I don't have the exact number. If you want to know the buy price, if you're in my Discord as a Twitch sub, otherwise just DM me on Twitter and I will just simply tell you. So yeah, that's Team of the Week investing. We can't go over too much because it's still like 2 days out. One investment that we did cash out on today, and it was a little bit like mini W's, and there was no L's. Investing is never really an L. It's just either a waste of time for a mini W or a big W. But the new comp pass came out. The rewards are pretty standard. A 90 overall Team of the Week card is okay, but those cards are pretty outdated. Graham Gano is your 92 overall exclusive comp pass player that we all play Weekend League for. But once again, the sets are the exact same. Now, I've sold off all of my 78, 79 overalls. Those have been sold for 3.9k. Those were a buy really under 1.7. You could have got them like 1.2, 1.3 earlier last week. Those are amazing. Those sold very, very fast. The 80-81s did not go up too much. I think a few reasons was, one, like the investing and market community had nothing to buy this weekend except 80-81s. So I was buying them under 4k. I probably should have just had the target price like under 3.5, under 3.3. It would have made for a little bit better investment, but they are selling for 5.9 to 6k, which is still, it's okay. Like, you're making coins. It's just probably not worth the time spent. I still have around 120 cards still to sell, but all my golds are gone, and I've sold off, I think, a total of 60 of my 80-81 elites, and I have the rest of the day to sell those. If you, for whatever reason, like aren't able to sell your 80-81s all today, you can always just hold them for another 2 weeks and then sell them off then. But yeah, I would recommend to sell them off right now. Decent little investments. I always felt like the golds were going to go for a lot more or rise a lot more just because we did not have that most feared reroll. But yeah, that was compass investing. Make sure you get rid of your cards today. Speaking of gold cards, a little sneaky, and I wouldn't really call this an investment, just more market or binder management. We're getting a new field pass on Thursday, and last time we got a new field pass was most feared. And in the typical promo objectives, there are these objectives that say complete 1, complete 5, and complete 10 most feared sets. Probably this Thursday, complete 1, 5, and 10 harvest sets. Now, if we go into the most feared sets, the cheapest set to complete typically is a high gold 78 or 79 fantasy pack for whatever the promo is. And the requirements for those are more than likely going to be 76 and 77 overall players. And if I remember correctly, when the most feared content dropped, or most feared field pass dropped 3 or 4 weeks ago, 76, 77 cards went for around 3,000 to 4,000 coins for the first 24 hours, since everyone is trying to level up their promo field pass. So if you have 76, 77s in your binder, I would hold on to them. Also, if you're on the market, I would buy these guys under 1,000 coins. It's a pretty no risk, right? You buy 20, you buy 50. Come Thursday, if they up to 4 to 5K, you sell them off. If for whatever reason they're not involved, they still like go for 1,000 coins. So there's really no risk to this, but it's just something to think about. Just we're trying to attack. There's so little ways, I think, to invest and make coins this year. So we're like going all out. If I find little things, I'm going to tell you guys about. And yeah, 76, 77 golds under 1,000 coins. Very, very safe. And you could, triple, quadruple your investment even after tax if the field pass requirements are the same. But that's going to wrap it up for this Market Monday. A few things we had to go through, right? Your AKA investing, the timeline for those, Team Luke investing, your MCS training crash. Hopefully we get Wednesday afternoon, as well as your compass investing and your harvest field pass investing. Sorry. A lot of stuff to get into, a lot of stuff to talk about, but that is all for this video. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.